Okay guys, as you see here, this is our RIBSTONE trailer. I think we're gonna crack her open today. This is probably gonna be one of our last days of nice weather. So I think we're gonna crack her open. The lady said that the canvas was bad on it, so I'm not entirely sure, you know, how bad she means by bad. She's a crank up trailer. I have located the crank, so let's start cranking her up, and we'll see how she looks. Well guys, here you go. Here's our first look at the unfolded RIBSTONE trailer. At first glance, she actually looks fairly decent. You know, where there's going to be issue is right in the corners of the bed. Those issues right there. You know, you do a little walk around and the screens look like they're intact. The little plastic over the screens are even intact. It's not yellowed much. You know, you look at her and she looks quite presentable. So we'll get the beds unfolded and we'll have a look at her. Okay, she's pretty much up. I'm not going to do a full assemble, but you remember how I told you there'd be rips in the corners? Well, on this side we have this one here, and in their handyman secret way they duct tape it. And there's another rip right here in this corner, and up top there's a duct tape mark, so I'm assuming there's another hole there. And as well, there probably will be another one right there in that corner too. This corner here looks okay, which is surprising. You go around and the zippers look okay. On the other side, you know, the other end here, it's pretty much the same story. But I found some moisture in it, some water, which would tell you that the roof vent is leaking. As well as when you go inside of it here, you see water damage to the ceiling. You know, so that tells you the vent is leaking or the roof is leaking itself. But you look inside the trailer and it has two double beds, which is a good size, as well as the table. It has a fridge, not an ice box, it's a fridge. Really nice countertop here with a stove, propane stove, and the sink, as well as a closet. And then right here you have a couch. You know, I think I said when I brought it back, I said it was a very deluxe, you know, expensive trailer. There's a furnace there as well, but this bed folds up as into a table. In terms of me for use, you know, it's not worth it to me to fix it, because, well, I'm not really big into tent trailers myself. You know, I've got my cabin trailer here, and that was why I bought it, you know, because I just don't like tent trailers. you know, they take so long to set up and they're always a problem. Remember I told you when you were bringing her back, you remember I told you there was black paint underneath the springs, as well as the axle, as well as the hubs. I'm not sure if it'll pick it up, but if you look at the frame, you'll see the rust on the frame. Well, that's a 30-year-old frame. If you look at the hubs and look at the springs and the axle, you'll see there's paint on them. So that would tell you that they're newer. You know, they're probably 10 years old, and the tires are probably 4 years old, like the lady said. So somebody at one point did a quick semi rebuild on this unit. But as I said, guys, you know, it's maybe in the spring I can find somebody that wants to buy it and I can sell it as is. If not, I will strip her down and we'll end up with a video on the build. I know I've said that a couple times before, that I'm gonna do a build on a trailer and end up selling it, but you know, you never know. So guys, I'll show you a little bit of a once over on these trailers. You know, where they're gonna have issues is right along the edge here, always on the seams, always along the zippers, and like I said when we were putting it up, right along the corners. Anytime there's a corner where two pieces of fabric meet, I find that's where they either rip or rot or have issues. Depends on how old the trailer is and stuff like that, but sometimes you'll find them wrecked up here, ripped away and stuff like that. The next area on the trailer that's always a problem is the cable lift system. What they rely on to winch them up is basically your standard, what they call aircraft cable. It's that braided type of chain, type of line type deal. I don't have a piece around to show you, but if over time that stuff gets all rusty and it'll actually break on you, or if you've tried to crank it up with it latched down, you know, the strain alone will make it snap. But you gotta love the smell of canvas, no matter how old it is or how well it's been took care of. It always has that canvasy smell. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then yeah, you need to experience it. It's kind of interesting. But you know, it's got a door here. Some of the trailers, the door actually hinges from the top roof there and then swings down. But this one here looks like you drop her in this channel here, right here, these channels, and then it pretty much you slide this edge here. There's like a rope or something in this this canvas, and you slide it in the channel. But well, that's pretty much it, guys. That's really all I really wanted to see on her. I'll probably go through the cupboards, of course, and see if there's any treasures in it, and I'll take a few pictures and put her back down, because, well, you know, I'm not going to do any work to it this season. So as always, guys, thank you for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, enjoy.